Well, Summer, let's go ahead and begin. And you're a model and you're an actress, and you got a movie that's going to be coming out soon. Definitely looking forward to discussing that. I want to start off with the modeling side of things first. Exactly how
Okay.
did you got started into modeling?
How did I get into modeling or into mall?
How did you got started in modeling?
Well, I actually started when I was 5. My mom took me to an audition for a Nabisco commercial, and I got it as soon as I auditioned, and just been crazy ever since. I've been doing it since I was 5, and I'm now 31.
So exactly what product was it from Nabisco that for the commercial that you was on?
The Nabisco commercial was for the Rose Bowl parade, and it was featured. I was probably on there for 5 seconds, if that. And it was a huge commercial. It's kind of like a commercial during the Super Bowl.
Wow,
So,
and
yeah.
that's awesome. The Rose Bowl, that's Nabisco and the Rose Bowl, which
Yes.
obviously one of the biggest uh college football games and highly anticipated. And that's awesome that you was part of it. Even though you pointed out that you may have been on it for like 5 seconds, but hey, make the most of
Yeah,
that.
they had quick clips. I just shoved crackers in a guy's mouth and laughed, and that was a wrap.
So, Summer, what type of modeling do you like doing the most? Are you more into the fashion, the glamour, like anything particular? Like, what type of modeling do you like doing the most?
What I like doing the most, I love all of it, honestly, and it can depend on your mood, as a girl. Sometimes you don't like to be walking around in lingerie and swimsuits all the time. We don't always have our best days every day, but fashion is definitely a lot of fun. I'm a little on the shorter side, so I don't really do a lot of high fashion looks, but I do enjoy that. I love doing beauty and headshots and real natural looks. Um, just more of the classy looks. That's a lot of fun for me. I've always wanted to do some cosmetics modeling, so I think that's probably my favorite because I love makeup.
Well, apparently, I like what I see. The photos look great. I checked them out on Facebook.
Thank you.
It's very unique, and I can see why the camera really, really likes you very much. And and you definitely have made a name for yourself. You in Texas, and big things comes in Texas, and
That's right.
so so I say good for you,
Thank
and
you.
you look great. And here's the thing, models, especially females, they get compliments a lot, and
Yeah.
and things like that. Um, and sometimes those compliments can get into a lot of people's heads, like make people make fool of themselves and things like that. Like, and you're a beautiful woman, and what I want to ask you is, like, how do you manage not to let the compliments get too much into your psyche, whether it's things may get out of hand? Like, how do you handle you know the compliments that you get from people? How do you deal with
Right.
that?
Well, I think one of the things is I've been doing this for so long, and I also don't believe people a lot. So, yeah, you can give me a compliment, but I'm more focused on what I want to do. Like, thank you very much. That's very sweet. And, I love my fans when they give me compliments. It just melts my heart, honestly. But I just try to stay grounded and focused, and I try to see the end goal at all times. So I do appreciate compliments, but I don't really let it get to my head because, and two, I'm a girl, so I'm always very self-conscious. I'm not always the most confident person. You can probably ask anyone I know. I try to keep myself very real. and just know I'm just another person just doing what I love to do. And even when I mentor models and coach models, I tell them, stay humble. Do not let this get to your head, because that's the worst thing you can do.
And you know, that's definitely why I can definitely respect someone like you, for saying that. You know, you don't let it get to you. You just know that it's a job that you do, and it's something that you're gonna expect. But at the end of the day, it's your job. You go out
Right.
there and you do it to the best of your ability, and you just let nature take its course. And if people like it, that's great. That's a plus. And if people don't like it, well, then you can't please
Yeah, there's
everybody.
nothing I can do about that.
Yes. So, of course, I first heard of you through the Mall magazine,
Yes.
which is in charge by Ashley Salazar. And
hmm
what I want to ask is how did that came about? You being part of the magazine.
Actually, whenever I was featured in Playboy Mexico, I didn't find out really until later that it was Ashley that got me into that feature with Roberto Anetti. That was back in April. And then I just connected with Ashley. We talked about modeling and being a mom and working. And I cannot thank her enough. She's helped me so much, and she's so helpful and so kind. And she's always trying to find ways to promote her models, and that's really how I got started working with her, is just sending her photos, and she would print them. And then she wanted to put me on the cover, and I almost fell out of my chair.
Well, I will say this. It's great to see models that have some things in common, someone
Yeah.
that you can relate to. And I said this last week when I interviewed another mall model by the name of Lena Martinson, and I guess I go ahead and let people know.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna repeat this again. Contrary to popular belief, models do get along. Female
Yes,
models, you know, that's
for
no.
the most part, yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, just pointing that out. That.
Well, some models are hard to get along with because they do let that ego get to their head before they should. And it's hard for real models who are working daily and promoting ourselves. I mean, it's a lot of work, and it's hard to be friends with people that aren't humble and who aren't real like you are. So, but for the most part, yeah, I mean, we're all just working women, and we support each other. So we all try to be friends because that's what it's all about, and just helping each other out.
That's cool to hear, and you mentioned earlier that you mentor models yourself. And what's that been like? Considering that you've been modeling for quite some time, and now you're giving knowledge to some up and coming models themselves that's going through what you're going through. What's it like being that mentor to aspiring models out there?
I love doing it. It is a big passion of mine. And I feel like if I can do anything at all that I can help young models, I mean, I don't have a lot of experience, of course, in, like I said, the high fashion area, but I think it's all just the basics. And you'd be surprised how many people have no idea what to do, where to start, where to go, who to talk to, what's right, what's wrong. So when they do find out about me and come to me, I'm glad that they were able to find me so I can give them some kind of advice. And I just feel like if I can save them in any way from any of the bad experiences I've had, and get them to the right people, because I may not know everything, of course. I'm constantly learning about the industry. So I feel like if I can help them in any way, that I've done my job. And I feel like I like being there for them, that they have someone to talk to and go to, because the parents don't always know what to do either. So then they come to me as well, like, what do I do? My daughter wants to be a model. And I give them the real part about it, too. I I'm very honest with them and tell them it's not all glitz and glamour, and there will be struggles, and you'll have to spend money, and it's a long road. But I still do that. I even mentor some of my peer models. So I like it. I think it brings us all closer together, too.
All I'm gonna say is, if you continue the direction that you're going, you may have to start writing a book about this stuff. You know,
I could. Trust me.
modeling 101 with Summer. That's got a nice ring to it. I hope. Well, I now want to get into the acting side of things. I hear that you're going to be featured on a film. Talk about the movie. Talk about the experience being about it and your character that you play in this film.
Yes, I'm extremely excited about this project. The writer and director, Jeremy Campbell, came to me on Facebook, of all places, and the lead male star, John Dixon, he had just friended me on Facebook just a couple of days before Jeremy contacted me. And I've actually recently started getting back into acting a little bit. Glamour modeling has actually helped me step to that. So I'm thankful for that. And my character is Savannah, and it is based in Dallas, based in Texas area. And it's kind of a for everyone film, I think. It has action and romance and guy stuff, girl stuff, politics. I mean, there's everything in this. I mean, there's fight scenes, love scenes, dancing, girls going out with their friends, there's guys cheating. I mean, it's everything. So I read the script and I just fell in love with it. If you ever asked Jeremy, he showed up to interview me, and I had highlighted the script, put note tabs all over it, put notes all over it, and he was just kind of floored that I was that excited about it already, and I was like, when are we going to start this? So it's been a lot of fun. But I also do murder mystery dinner theater here and there, so that's helped me a lot with the acting as well.
Wow, just the sound of your excitement. I'm starting to feel excited about this as well. Some romance, some action. I'm more of a action comedy type of fan, and I wouldn't mind some romance in the middle of it. So it looks like the type of movie that I definitely would like to see.
Well, we're still doing some of the casting, and we were actually doing a web show tomorrow. It's the Fun Time Good Show, and then we just did our movie promo pics last week. And then, so that'll be coming out soon on the Facebook page. It's, if you just search on Facebook, Born to Lose, Live to Win. And then we're shooting the teaser August 23rd and 24th and putting the whole packet together, sending it out to production companies. And I believe that the writer and director said around 2016. So hopefully, just keep up on the Facebook page, and we'll be announcing things as we go.
Sounds very good. And so it's going to be out 2016. In the meantime, to keep y'all updated on the movie and the characters and etc., just like the Facebook fan page, and they'll keep you posted on that. So it's 2 years away, and definitely gonna keep an eye on it, that's for sure. So Summer, for people out there that wants to learn more from your work and your up and coming appearances, events, or roles that you are starring in or co-starring for that matter, why don't you go ahead and promote your social media links? Where can people learn more from all things Summer, Facebook, Twitter, or anything else people need to know?
Yes, you can find me on Facebook. You just search Summer Ayala and then dash model. And if you type my name, it should just pop up. And then on Instagram, it's SparkleBarbie30, and Twitter is Summer Ayala. And I also have a website that's being built right now at summerayala.com, so watch for that soon as well.
That's an interesting Instagram name? Sparkle Barbie 30?
Yes, I love Barbie and sparkles.
Well, there you go. There's the exclamation behind the Instagram name. In case if you didn't know why, well now you know, courtesy of chilling with Jeff and Kenny C. Well, Summer, my last question I want to ask you, and I want to go back to you mentoring models and things like that. What is the advice that you would give to anyone that wants to get into modeling? What has been your advice to, well, pretty much what's been the advice you've given the most when it comes to the models that you have mentored?
I give a lot of advice, but the main advice that I would give is do your research, know your market, know where you fit in, and just keep going. Just keep working on it. I mean, it's a constant struggle. If you're doing it as long as I've been doing, I mean, I've seen some girls that overnight become a sensation and become famous, but it's a lot of work. Work out, take care of yourself, network. I mean, the advice could be endless, but definitely stay humble and be yourself.
Well said, Summer. Well said. And I want to take this time and again thank you for being on the show. And
Thank you.
truly appreciate it. I had a very good time. And one thing I love to do on this show, especially when it comes to the interviews, is network. And considering that you mentor models and all, I would love to interview the models that you mentor someday. And if they are interested, maybe we can, network each other. We can collaborate. That's the word I was trying to say.
Sure, that would be great.
All right, cool. Well, definitely we'll keep in touch. And thank you again for your time. Best of success goes out to you. And definitely looking forward to the movie in 2016. Again, thank you for your time.
Thank you.
You have a good night, Summer.
You too. Thank you.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.
That was Summer, our guest.